Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from JoeteckTips. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And today we have 5 webcams for Google Duo, for Microsoft Teams, for Zoom, pretty much for any type of web communication for video. And these are inexpensive, and we're going to be comparing them to the Logitech G920 webcam. Now, the Logitech obviously is that's the bomb. Everybody wants to get that particular camera, or the 930. All these cameras that we're reviewing are 1080p, except for one, and go to it's a little bit higher resolution, but we're not going to be reviewing that. We're going to be keeping it down to 1080p resolution, and this video will be rendered in 1080p. These are all extremely inexpensive webcams, but we're going to figure out which one's the best for you. And the two that stand out the most in terms of features is the ones with the ring light around the camera. And I find that being extremely cool, especially in low light environments. The other ones need a little help. These don't. And I find that being a really, really cool feature, and you're going to see in just a moment. So let's get to this review. Okay, this is the Logitech G920. We're going to be comparing this camera to the other 5. So this is the creme de la creme of cameras. Autofocus, the quality is incredible, the audio quality is incredible. This is the way to go with cameras. The only issue here is that it doesn't have any ring light around it. So it needs to have lighting like this to be good. However, this camera does incredibly well even in the dark with some sort of light coming from the monitor or whatnot. And it's sensitive enough to actually be clean and clear. The graphics, it does 16.7 million colors. There's no gradient look to my face. So this is Logitech. We're recording at 1080p, 1920 by 1080p resolution, and this camera just rocks. And now we're going to check out the night capability, like darkness, and we're going to compare every one of them the same way. And let's go to it. Okay, so now we're in complete darkness. The only thing that I have is the monitor light shining onto me. As you can see, the reflection in my glasses of OBS program running. I have a 38-inch screen, and it's full screen, but it's gray, right? And that is shining onto me. So I'm going to minimize this, and then we're going to see how really well it works. I won't be able to see it, but it's definitely recording, and it's whatever it is, dark or whatever it is, but it's really clear. So I'm hoping. I have no idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Google on the top here, and that I have 2 monitors, all right, and we're going to be testing it the same way, all right, on all the cameras. So that amount of light that's there should be enough. I have no idea. I'm not looking at it because I have OBS closed. Well, not closed, minimized. And this should be pretty interesting to see. I have a small little window, enough to give the white light onto my face to record. Normally that probably wouldn't happen, but I'm trying to do some cool testing. Like I can lower it down like this so it's not a lot of light. I can go all the way up so it's a lot more light. And I'm just randomly choosing the amount, which is kind of cool because think about it. That's a light source, and I can actually increase the brightness or make it down to nothing, which is neat. Good way to test the camera and its capabilities. So let's go to the next camera and check that out. Okay, this camera is a funky name, SVcouck, no idea. But like I said, every camera we're recording identical. Window, everything's the same. If you notice carefully, that this particular video quality is a lot darker. So we're not doing any changes to anything. We're plugging it in and we're rocking and rolling, and that is it. You need to judge yourself on the audio quality. The audio recording level is the same on every camera within OBS, the same. There's nothing different. And we're going to check the system out in terms of how it works, in terms of in darkness and whatnot. Okay, so now we're in darkness, and we're using the screen like we did before with the Logitech. As you can see, it's open. We can minimize it for quickly just to see if there's any change. So if there's any change or whatnot, hopefully you can see me. We're going to open up Google now to get some light on the subject, and we're going to give me some light to see how it looks. Again, I can't see it. This is the whole point of the review, to see how it looks, because we want to give this an honest review. We can go down a little lower. We'll maximize it. We'll go full brightness to see what it looks like, if it's looking good or not. We have no idea. So let's minimize it a little bit, shrink it down. Let's open up OBS again. So let's maximize and see what it does. Whoa! Look at my face. That is like overly bleeding. Wow. So I made it into a small little screen. So we're trying to see how the auto balance of the camera can do. That's the whole point of this video. So now I have another smaller Google white, background to give me enough light so you can actually see me and do this video. So I don't like the fact that when you maximize it like this, look at the room. It's lighting up the room, but look at my face. It looks like crap. Alright, let's go to the next camera. Okay, now this camera is very similar to the last one we did. It looks identical. The only difference is the video quality is impressive. I mean, this looks amazing. However, the audio quality may not be as good as we have hoped. So look how clear, crystal clear everything is in my office. A mess, but clear. Quality is impressive. It looks identical to the last camera. This looks very similar, except for this little notch out. It's relatively the same camera. No name, but it looks very similar. It has the same lights, has a power light over here. Then when you have a signal, the green light goes on, so you know the camera is functioning. So it's relatively the same thing. It's just the video quality is substantially better than that one. Strange. Same case, different electronics, we're assuming. So now we're going to check this out in darkness and see how well this thing does. Alright, we already could see the problem with this camera in low light conditions. Look, this is crazy. Wow, I look like Trump. That's crazy. I shouldn't do that. I got a really bad tan. I should be in extreme amount of pain right about now. Holy crap. Alright, so, and that's using the light from the monitor. As you can see, I have it open, OBS is open. So we're going to minimize this, and I'm not going to see what it's doing, no idea. And then we're going to open up a browser and bring that over here so we have some light. And now we're going to maximize it, and we're going to see what it does. I can't see again what it's doing, and the audio I can't see that either, or hear that for that matter, because I'm sure it sounds just as bad as the last thing. So we're going to just minimize this, make this slightly brighter. I'm just using a Google window, and I'm minimizing it, maximizing, changing the size of it for the amount of light that I want to give onto my face. So I have a monitor right above it. I have two 38-inch ultra wides. So I'm using this as an example just for light, as if you had another light here, a light bar or something like that. So that's what I'm simulating. So let's open this up and see how it is. Wow, that's terrible. So if you don't have enough light, like even if I shut it off completely, this is just from the monitor, just from the program itself. So this camera is not good in low light conditions. Let's go to the next camera. Okay, now I believe this is the this is the least expensive camera available. And this is the only one that has manual focus. Okay? It's the only camera that offers that. And no idea how well or how bad or how good this audio quality is. But again, it's just to test these things out and see how well or how bad they are and recommend accordingly. Okay, now again, we have just OBS open and we're recording, and it doesn't look all that bad. It'll work, but I'm wondering how the audio quality is on that. Again, we may want to use an external microphone, or in some instances, if you have a some people might have a boom like this to communicate with. You might want to be using this, or you want to use a microphone on your headphones. There are other options out there, but if you don't have another microphone, you don't have a headset with a microphone like this, this is a HyperX, one of my favorite headphones, by the way. And you only have built-in microphone, then you have to deal with the current one that's in there. But this doesn't look that bad. So let's minimize this, and I'm not going to see how it looks. I have no idea what it's going to do, or how well or how bad it is. And now we're going to open up a Google window, and we'll go small. We'll maximize it. We'll see how bright it is. See if it's doing really well with the video. We'll minimize it. We'll go slightly bigger just to see. And let's open up OBS. There we go. So let's maximize now with it open. Again, bleeding. Let's see. It's so crazy how I just can't figure it out. Well, remember, these are very inexpensive cameras, and we're testing them out. That's the whole point of it. So then again, you might not care about this. You may not care about this and the lighting and stuff like that. And then again, you may not be doing it in low light, and this may be, you know, you may have lights on all the time. Who knows? I'm going through all the options. You never know. You never know, you never know, never know. Okay, let's go to the next camera. Now, the next two cameras both have ring lights on them, and they're impressive. All right, let's go to them. Okay, now this particular camera has the ring light. It's called BexToo. Every camera that we're reviewing today will have a link in the description below to purchase it. Again, all 1080p cameras. This is one of my favorite cameras. Well, in terms of its capability. The audio quality on some of these cameras are questionable. Like I said, if the audio quality is terrible, you might want to go with an external microphone or a boom or whatever. Something different, and just use this as a camera. So that's always an option. But what we're going to test now is the light capability of this. We're going to minimize it. We're going to check it out. This particular one does not have brightness control on the light. There's 3 different colors. It has cool white, it's like 6,000, 65,000 Kelvin, and then there's like a 3,000, a 3,500 Kelvin, and then it's a 2,700 Kelvin, or probably even 2,000 Kelvin, because it's really yellow. So we're going to check that out now. We're going to check out the night capability, because of the ring light. This definitely is a huge plus, so we're going to check it out now. Okay, now we're recording. Wow, that is crazy. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, you can see the graininess of the video. Look how grainy this video is. Wow, look at that. It just changed. Look at that. That is out of control nuts. So sometimes, let's see if it corrects itself. That's weird. Now, I don't have the lights on at all. The lights are off. So we're going to minimize OBS, okay? And I'm going to turn the light on once, and we're going to see what it does. So let's minimize OBS to get away from the monitor light. Now the monitor light is off, well, per se, and we're going to just turn on the camera one brightness. Oh, hold on a second. All right, so this is cool white. This is like 6,500 Kelvin approximately. Not a lot of light. It's not that bright at all. Okay, so we're on the next one. This is the next level. So it's right in the middle. And then we're going to do the next one. And this is yellow. So it really should be brighter. All right, it's not, I don't think it's bright enough to actually work. So that's one of the downsides to this particular light. Wait till you see the next one. It's amazing. So let's shut it off, because I have no idea how it's doing, if at all. So if we leave it like this, and if I turn the light on, you barely see the light in my face. The color changes. That one you kind of can see, but not that much. Now it's off. So let's go to the next camera. This one's a little out of whack, but the audio quality on this one is amazing. It's such a shame that it sucks in darkness such as this. The graininess, I'm not really too impressed. But like I said, you guys have got to make the decision on your own. I'll make my decision of what I think is the best for the money, and then we'll move from there. Okay, now this is NexiGo N930E. So this happens to be my favorite camera out of the bunch thus far. I still need to, the audio quality I believe is pretty darn good. The video quality on this is amazing. This has autofocus. You can actually see it working. You see it move? So this has autofocus. So this is very, very similar to the Logitech. And the only difference between the two is that this has a ring light on it. And it's absolutely freaking amazing. So if I was going to pick one without reviewing the videos, well, I already kind of sort of did a preliminary test. This one kicks some major ass. And I like it a lot. So the quality of the audio is going to be key here. But now let's go check out the night capability. This is going to be amazing. Wait till you see this. This is really sick. Okay, now we're recording with just OBS running. The light is not on. I'm going to hit it once. That's the light with 1 level, 2 level, and 3 level. Now, let's shut it off. I'm going to minimize OBS, and look at how clear this is, the way it sits. This is very impressive. I keep doing this. This is very impressive camera for the money. Now I'm going to minimize OBS. I'm going to turn the light on each level. I want to see how, because I have no idea if this is recording me or not. Like, I know it's recording, but I don't know if you can see me. But let's turn on one brightness. Alright, so this is one brightness. One level of brightness, which probably looks amazing. Okay? And now we're going to go to the second brightness. This is decent. Now you can probably start seeing some stuff behind me, which is probably pretty cool. Now we're going to go full brightness. This is full brightness. Now you can probably see everything in my office. I can. This can work as a nightlight. That's how bright this thing is. So I have no idea how it looks. Like I said, I have OBS minimized. So this is really awesome test. I think this one's going to win just because of the brightness capability. NexiGo did a really good job in this camera for the cost. And let's maximize this and see how we look. It's really bright. Let's shut it down. And this is a really good camera. I really like this one a lot. So let's go to the conclusion. Okay. All right, these are all the cameras. All right. So I'm just gonna, this is the conclusion. I'm gonna kind of hold them, kind of sort of in my hand. Some of them are 6 feet, and some of them are not. All right, so they're like 57 inches long. All right, so if I would continue, so only 3 of them have 6 feet of wire, and some of them have 57, 58 inches. So the Logitech is long. So let me show you real quick. Logitech, 6 feet. I'm 6'1", so I'm stretching this out. And that's 6 feet for the Logitech. This Aoozi is short. I can't go with fully extension. So this is a short cable, maybe 57 inches. The NexiGo, which is my favorite, I believe this is 6 feet. Yes, this is beyond 6 feet. It's much longer. It's like 6 feet 3 inches. Great camera. Love the ring light capability. Audio clips just a little bit. The Aoozi, I guess Aoozi, clipping audio. Logitech slightly clips, and you can actually hear the autofocus motor in the camera slightly. I did notice that. Let's see. The BexToo, this is also shorter. This is not a full 6 feet, so this is a shorter camera as well. The ring light capability is not very useful. It's more of a gimmick. Doesn't go as bright as this one. So this one wins with the ring light. This one actually sucks. So I really don't recommend it. If you're going to use it for the light, then why bother buying it? But the video and the audio quality on this is impressive. So that part works great, but the ring light part technology on it is terrible. So, and it's a short cable. So if you want to pick this for video and audio quality, then this is the one. Plus, it has the ability to twist left and right, and some of them and the other ones don't have that capability. This one can't twist. This one can, but this one can as well. Only some of them. All right, so this is the cheapest one out of the bunch. This is a manual focus. Audio sucks. Video is, and let's see, this one's also short. Just doesn't go all the way. And then the other no-name brand version of this camera, and this one's 6 feet. And this is the what brand is this? Oh yeah, the SVcouck, whatever you want to call it. Weird name. And this one was okay as well. I mean, that was, the audio was clipping, but there was too dark of the video. So out of all the cameras that are here, if you can afford the Logitech, get the Logitech. But to be honest with you, the NexiGo wins this race. And I am extremely impressed with a no-name brand such as NexiGo to be this good. The ring light is bar none impressive. The audio quality clips slightly, but is acceptable in this situation. And I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with this. So this gets the JoeteckTips Instant Awesome rating for this video review. So guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you want to become a member of JoeteckTips, I have that ability as well. Take care, and we'll see you next video. Later.